Welcome to TradersArmy.com, defending your right to build wealth and preserve capital for generations to come. Yeah, Monday. What's up, everybody? Monday morning, daily market commentary. Hope everybody had an absolutely amazing week. We're going to do what we do each and every day, looking at the same 10 to 12 futures markets from an educational perspective, identifying potential reversals and breakout potentials. This morning, we've got the S&P down a little bit, the NASDAQ down a little bit, but we have rallied off of a NASDAQ demand level, which we found in yesterday's live trade room, which we'll talk a little bit more about. If you're new to the channel, do me a favor. Click the subscribe button down below. Hit the notification bell. If you're not new to the channel, share this with somebody else. Let's see what we can do to kind of up the number of people that are watching this thing every day and spread the love, as they have to say. Let's go ahead and dive right into it. So the S&P this morning, we're down 6. You're going to see that there's a number of lines on the chart. So I'm going to go fairly quick this morning because this is mostly a review of last night's live trade room. And so I do want to keep this fairly close to what we had yesterday. So the S&P, we got a little rally on the 15-minute chart off of this little area, which frankly, last night in looking at it, I didn't really love, and we actually did get a pretty good rally off of it. So we got a nice little bit of a move off of this long-wicked area down here, and prices rallied up. Now, I didn't love this level all that much in the room, even though we did get a little move away from it, and I think that we could sell off a little bit more off of this area. So if you did take this long wick, take some profits off the table at this point as it's starting to come down. But other than that, I think those are our two best areas. I think that we have put in a really nice reversal point here just in the last little bit, and then we had a high up in this region where I think that price could continue to sell off a little bit. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of a sell-off early this morning. The NQ actually bounced right off of our little 15-minute level that we have here. So our little 15-minute zone, the wick over wick area, we got a nice little 2-to-1 move away from there, giving you the opportunity to take some profits off the table. Now, this is an overnight trade, so you very well, may have missed out on this one if you happen to have your head on the pillow. But this one worked out really well from our live trade room area. So I'm going to take this level and remove it at this point, since that level did work out pretty effectively. And let's see if we do get another leg down on this NASDAQ from our overnight sessions. Crude oil, we're still in between our levels. Nothing much has changed from when we looked at it last night, as the same thing goes for gold, as we are above our breakout level and our reversal level is up in here, which is a confirmation short if indeed price makes it back to that region. So those are our four major markets. And like I said, not a whole lot to add after last night's live trade room. The bond markets, we had our huge sell-off, getting a bit of a retracement back to this area. I had highly considered last night using this wick over wick level, but it wasn't exactly what I like. And then we get a tweezer top and a pretty nice sell-off off this tweezer top. So this one, if we get a little bit of a rally higher, I think could also continue to leg down. The Aussie, I did see last night that we had a chance at the Aussie off of this one candlestick here to go candle to candle, and the very next candlestick went lower and then popped higher. So that's typically the shape I like, is that little bit of a pullback. We did continue to run up for the next little bit. I will be interested to see if we do get a little bit of a little bit of basing and a breakdown below this line here. I think that could be, the next leg down in the Aussie. As far as the Euro goes, our level is somewhere up in here. We are putting in a bit of this kind of price pattern here. If one is more aggressive on the short, you may get a short opportunity on a breakdown below that region there. So just keep in mind that channel that's there that's forming, and then the Canadian dollar is a little bit more sideways. That's why we have a confirmation short up here. When we look at the Great British Pound and the Japanese yen, We've got a same level of supply still exists in the pound, although I don't love the basing that we're getting in front of the level. The basing in front of the level serves to invalidate this this potential zone because you know right now you're not even looking at a 1-to-1 reward to risk unless we get a little deeper of a pullback, and if we do, then your reward to risk is pretty much back to what we would want it to be and where we would expect it to be going forward. In the Japanese yen level, we have not come back up to our potential reversal point. As a matter of fact, had a really strong sell-off and a really nice clean pivot here in the overnights. Let's see if that pivot starts to serve as a decent little level. I'm actually going to go with this wick over wick level here just in front of that pivot as a potential in the yen. So I know I went fairly quick today. Not a whole lot of new stuff to report from the live trade room last night, but just keep an eye on some of these levels as we go through the day. Also in our private trade feed, make sure that you're keeping an eye on the private trade feed, as we will be updating that as well throughout today's session. So I hope you guys have an absolutely amazing trading day. If you've got any questions, send us an email, support@tradersarmy.com. I will talk to you all soon. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.